Morning. Welcome to Purple Bee. Welcome to your morning message. Welcome to your morning collective message. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your beverage, have a sip. Delicious. I think I'm going to pull some dice on this blue moon eve morning. I think we're almost there. Coming on the 31st. It's definitely getting there. And second moon of the month, Sagittarius full moon, urges to travel, urges to move, urges to change, urges to just be somewhere else. Also facing that, which also puts us Gemini sun. Gemini is my south node, and Sagittarius is my north node. So for those of you who don't know astrology or know what that means at all, basically, when you're developing and you came here with a set of your south node, going into your north node is your path and your eventual, what you're working towards, working into, manifesting as your true self, your true north, which is Sagittarius for me. So also, higher education, and that's probably why I'm so obsessed with learning and traveling, and probably why I traveled so many countries and did so many things by myself, and why I do a lot of things by myself. And I really admire people that travel and go places and do things and see things and record their travels, and to me that's all very interesting. And it's a lot different now in 2026 than it was in the 90s. In the 90s you got a backpack and you go stay at a hostel. Nothing like that here now. I mean, there is, but it's not the same. It's more or less like van traveling, or van living is the thing to do now. That makes you the independent soul now. That's the marking, is if you're getting a van and drive around and live in it. But, or get a boat and sail from California to Hawaii when you're 16. You could do that too. So yeah, there's a lot of adventure, right? There's a lot of adventurous spirit with that, and wanting to go, wanting to travel, wanting to see, wanting to support the culture where you are, support the education of where you are. It's I don't know. For me, travel isn't just like, look what I did, look what I did, look what I did, look what I did, look what I can do, look what I can do, look what I can do, look what I did, look where I went, look where I did. It's not about you. And when people learn about traveling like that it's not about you, then maybe we can have a good planet and rockets won't blow up, or at least people will be on them next time they do. Okay, anyway, let's say get some dice this morning. Close your ears, close your earballs. Here we go. I was just ranting about the the waste of money and time and energy that these rockets are doing to our society and our planet. Anyway, these failed test rockets. Okay, so we do have, by the way, welcome to Purple Bee. Here we go. Let me say my little thing. We have dice on the table this morning. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. It's a very important thing that you like and subscribe so that the channel will grow. Like and subscribe right there. Give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching and getting all the benefit and then leaving me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so free readings every day. And again, if I am not your reader, there's plenty of other readers out there. If tarot's not your bag, if this isn't your thing, if it makes no sense at all, there is no offense taken on my end. See you later. Bye. For the rest of us, we have a coffee cup reading to give. Let's do it. I have some dice on the table. You saw me pull those. Okay. So there is a loss of one's faith, a loss of one's spiritual direction, possibly. Someone holding on fast to their beliefs, holding on to possibly some negative beliefs that is holding them back. We do have the Hierophant in reverse. There is some sort of marking of going against faith, religion, organized religion, something of the loss of a church or a loss of losing your religion is basically what I'm looking at right here. And the effort to try to hold on to that. So maybe someone is at a spiritual crossroads or not knowing what to do spiritually or listening to the answer within. Okay, someone's feeling out in the cold, someone's feeling abandoned by that, abandoned by their faith, maybe abandoned by their spirituality or what they thought was the right thing to do, ended up not being the right thing to do with the Four of Coins. Somebody holding on too tight, somebody not willing to release, it has caused an ending or somebody to be out in the cold. 555. On the next row, we have the Lovers. We have the Six of Coins in reverse, and we have the Justice upright. Somebody may have made a decision that had also, again, kept somebody out in the cold, but had made possibly a romantic decision, possibly a decision with within the legal system or the court system, but they made a legal decision. They made something that would have legal effects. They made a decision that would have legal consequences, if you will. The two things here, whether that be a marriage, and when I say consequence, I just mean it could be a legally bound contract, legally bound, something you signed, something, a marriage, something that you signed on for, a bonus, contract, something like that. With the Six of Coins in reverse, there's a lack of cooperation here. There's a lack of partnership. There's a lack of fundage. Or somebody had made a decision that somebody was to be left out or lack of these funds. The decision was to go in another direction completely, whether that be with a person or with, again, something in the legal system or the court system or something that is right, deserved, true, the truth. Yeah, let's go on. Okay. Well, this is too much to bear in this row. We have the Ten of Wands, the Tarot, or the Tower, and the Page of Wands. The Ten of Wands is overburdened. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the race. It's the end, the exhaustion, the tired. It's end. It's over. We've exhausted at last ditch effort. Time to close up shop. Right. The Tower coming down is that event happening. The closure, a coming down, a breakdown of an institution or of a thing. It could be the closure of a business here. It could be the end of a path for somebody, the end of a marriage. Again, with that Justice card and the Lovers card that we saw before, the Tower is the inevitable divorce that comes with that. And that is with the Six of Coins reversed because there's no cooperation there. So somebody has stopped cooperating in this partnership, in this choice, in this decision. There is news on it. There is change of the news on it. We have heard several readings previous to this. If you've been watching the readings and liking them. The Page of Wands also has news to tell. They have a message to deliver. They want to convey something. So, it could be possible conveying of this Tower and this Ten of Wands happening, this end, this complete ending right here. It looks like there's an ending to a contract. Okay. We're going to flip it one more time. We have more major arcana here. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and we have the Death in reverse. So somebody not wanting something to end, somebody using their last ditch effort to hopefully, stop it from changing, stop it from ending, stop it from evolving. It's funny because we have the Hierophant in reverse and now we also have the Devil in reverse. So coming out of some lies, coming out of telling false truths. It's too much to bear to lie. It's too much to try to keep this going, to try to stop the ending. the lies didn't stop it. The deceit, or the, you know, the toxic behavior, everything that comes with that, the death being in reverse, 1010. Maybe this was too much because that person didn't want the truth to come out, right? The actual truth, preventing that truth from coming out. So, other than the lies, possibly somebody is trying to reverse what they did, or tell the truth, and hopefully that doesn't end it. Maybe this is like last ditch effort to like finally come clean, finally say their piece, finally say what's really happened here in this situation, and you know, trying to come out of that 4, 5, 6 of coins there. So these decisions, these changes, the Hierophant reverse, the Devil in reverse, the Death in reverse, we have the Lover's card, we have the Justice card, we have the Tower. This could be a marriage, a very legal situation, a documented ending, or, you know, something that's coming down with the Tower. I think also with that 10 of Wands there's 10 of Wands, there's 9 of Wands. I mean, it's almost like this has gone on too long, too far, too much. We've tried these things over and over again. We've tried so many different ways so we can keep it going, so we can keep the fire stoked, so we can keep the lies going, but we can't anymore. It's over. It's done. So possibly there was deception in a contract, an ending in a contract, somebody putting in way so much effort, but someone was left out. Someone got left out. Someone got put out on that. Okay. Now we're going to move over to the seers and see what the seers has to say about all this. We'll pull some cards on the dice reading we have right here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune that just fell out over my hand. I'm going to take it. This is a change. I mean, with all of these major arcanas, especially in reverse, somebody isn't wanting this change. Somebody has lost faith when they were put out, or when they were, it's almost being like locked out of the church doors, right? Locked out of what you know, locked out of the institution, locked out of the place that you know, not being able to find it, but not wanting it to end, not wanting those doors to shut, not wanting the closure, okay? So I am speaking to somebody out there, that's just, they're really trying to hold it together, but it really has to come down. It does. And that Wheel of Fortune is telling us so, and so is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the most psychic card in the deck. The High Priestess knows what's going on. The High Priestess is extremely intuitive, using her intuitive gifts. She's highly spiritual. She's a highly spiritual healing person. She could be a teacher. She could be a yoga teacher or a spiritual teacher. She could be reading cards like this. This is what the High Priestess does. She works in the spiritual realms. She works in the psychic realms. She knows what's happening. She is extraordinarily intuitive, but she knows something, and it's maybe anxiety kind of clouds that intuition. But there is the King of Pentacles here. There is knowing your worth, but maybe someone didn't see your worth. Someone has blinded themselves to the worth. Someone has maybe lost some of their psychic gifts, or has lost some of that spiritual feeling. And also, that's another thing too, when your spiritual gifts, this also could mean your spiritual gifts being imprisoned by spirituality, imprisoned by with the Hierophant in reverse, almost like something went wrong, like they didn't follow their spiritual truth. It left them out in the cold. They abandoned their truth. They abandoned this thing. They abandoned their intuition, right? They're not seeing it, or they're in denial about it. So somebody's coming out of some heavy denial here. I feel like somebody's tried too hard, put way too much effort in, and wants to deny some sort of ending here. We have the King of Swords that did come out in reverse to begin with. So now we have the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords. We have the Judgment, the Three of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay, we could be dealing with some air signs here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have Earth on the board. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Chariot. We have the Cancer card. We have Judgment. We have a Scorpio card. We have High Priestess. We have the Pisces card. Those are some of the signs I'm seeing here. I'm seeing somebody not wanting to see the truth. Somebody does not want to see the truth, tell the truth, and it's causing pain. Not wanting to see the truth, not wanting to tell the truth. That Two of Swords, keeping that blindfold on. It's two crows stringing the blindfold, holding the blindfold on. So there also could be actually two people, keeping this person bound, or two sides, or not knowing what to do, right? Not knowing. So sometimes also when you're blinded, you don't see and you don't know what you're doing, how you're causing that, how that cause and effect with that Wheel of Fortune, and could put somebody in some real, there we go. We had the Three of Pentacles hiding under there too, and I hope that was the only double that I saw there. But that is a double card, so there was anxiety over a collaboration, or anxiety on where to go, how to see behind the veil, how to see behind closed doors, how to see the workings of this, how this all will work out. Somebody's had a lot of anxiety about how that would work out. Again, that Justice card, or the Justice dice with the King of Swords, I'm getting something. Maybe seeing the truth, seeing the light, seeing the right thing to do, the direction of the right thing to do. This has caused pain. This has caused a separation, an ending, a pain, a being left out in the cold. Three of Swords is painful. That is a painful ending. Yeah, so, or it is causing some pain, or leaving somebody out has caused a lot of pain, a lot of anxiety about this cooperation. King of Pentacles, I also have the Two of Cups. And on the King of Swords, I also have the Lovers. That could be a Gemini card. The King of Pentacles also could be a marriage, or something that you're married to, a job, a commitment and a job. This could be a choice to go down a different direction, not maybe possibly trying to follow your heart instead. I feel like with this air energy over here, let's get a little more. Yeah, that's your home, that's your happiness, that's your Ten of Pentacles. There's a father figure here, Eight of Pentacles. A father working, possibly this father works in justice or law, or knows somebody in justice or law. They work very hard. They're working hard for their Ten of Pentacles. They made a choice about their Ten of Pentacles. They're guarding their Ten of Pentacles. They feel very authoritative over this Ten of Pentacles. They feel like they own this Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This could be a boss, an owner, a boss owner, somebody who's, very, follows the book, but, got to where they needed to go. There's been fights, or some sort of not getting along at the workplace, or not getting along over this contract, not cooperating. I've said this like 15 times already, but let's see what's going on with the Judgment card. The Judgment card also has secrets, lies, things that have been hidden, things that are coming out, things that cause this pain, deciding to go in a different direction. Which direction are we going in? We're at 19 minutes on the clock. Okay, so possibly deciding with a Cancer or a water sign. Someone wants to offer you something. Someone wants to offer something that they see that you need. They want to work with you. They want to reach out. And every time I see the offerings here, someone's trying to bring you something. Someone's trying to give you something. With that Chariot. Tell me a little bit more about this Two of Swords and what they're avoiding and not seeing. We definitely have a lot of boss energy up here. A lot of boss energy, contracts, It could be things in the legal system. There's fighting over these contracts. There's fighting over this money. This person walked away. This person chose to walk away, chose not to see the truth, chose to walk away. Yep. They waited too long. They waited too long with the truth. They sat and waited and watched and did nothing. And it caused a lot of pain because they just didn't do it. They didn't move. They wouldn't do it. They're still watching. They're still trying to watch you from afar without, just kind of see how you're doing. If they can't get the whole picture of what they think that you're doing, they're trying to find it online or find it about you. They're trying to figure out what it is you're doing. What it is you're doing. Are you Harry Potter? Who are you? What's the deal here? Okay. Wheel of Fortune and the World card. So yeah. Ooh, and the Sun. There could be a surprise coming, a change, a surprise change, a surprise that you may be getting online, somebody offering something. You may have a whole change or a whole outlook, a different way of looking at this, a happier way of looking at this. You may be coming out of this. Again, it may be like a surprise way that brings you out of this. Give me a little bit more. With the Wheel of Fortune and the World at the end, okay, and then we got the confirmation there. We have the Sun card here. Sun and Sun. So we're okay there. I love when we pull the Sun, especially when it comes to the World card. Your Ace of Pentacles is here, so something is in the works. Something is changing. The wheel is turning. The cycle is ending. Whatever that cycle was, like, these are two cycles. This is like getting on your bike and changing your life forever. This is like two wheels turning. This is the closure, the cycle, the coming to the closure, the coming to the change. This is all happening. This is in the works. This is like the mechanics and the wheels turning behind the scenes, right? The factory's going, the factory's pumping. But what's happening over here is there was some sort of collaboration that went wrong. Something went wrong. Something about maybe afraid to reach out. Maybe afraid. A lot of this has some fear to reach out, fear of imprisonment, pain of what they caused, of what could have been, right? This boss energy, this higher up that made this choice in the workplace, in the work situation, to set themselves up and get themselves set up legally, get themselves set up in the home, get themselves set up in the job. Like, they definitely put their boss hats on and just like, we're going to do this and that's how it's going to be. And that's pretty much what that row is giving. But that person is happy doing that. You are going to hear some news. There is some news. There is some changes. We do have the Page of Wands on the bottom. From these lies, from this pain, this person just waited too long. This institution, this fight within this family or institution, there's fight over this contract, over this money, over this thing, over this job position. Could be anything, right? It's definitely a father figure, a boss figure that's refusing. You had to walk away, refused to see, didn't know how to come forward. Didn't know how to come forward about all these lies, when the judgment's being made, the lies, the secrets, the toxic stuff in the background, stuff that people were trying to hide. They waited too long. It caused pain with these 2 3s together. But the Chariot and the Cancer energy here with the 6 of Pentacles, Virgo energy as well, someone's trying to offer, someone's trying to give, someone's trying to maybe make a peace offering or come forward or change that. We do have the 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck as well, so that is celebrating. There may be an apology coming from someone with the Knight of Cups. You may be hearing something or an offer, getting an offer on a house, getting an offer on this institution. Maybe somebody is coming through an offer for a job, trying to celebrate, bring some newness in. We have that new energy right there. Oh, wow. We're already at 25 minutes almost, and I am like I felt like I rambled through that whole thing. So I hope somebody got something out of that one this morning. They're not all perfect. We do have the sun up here as well. So we have the sun, the world, the wheel of fortune. We have good changes. We have positive changes. Somebody that does feel like they know you, or they can see you through, they're trying to see you through the computer. They're trying to peek into your social media or learn more about what it is you're actually doing. This may be causing this person some anxiety, whatever it is you're doing, or they feel like they missed out. They missed out on a collaborative partnership. Now people are fighting over here about this partnership. Somebody walked away. Somebody didn't see somebody's worth. Somebody didn't see the truth. They didn't want to see the truth. They didn't want to see the truth about somebody. Could be about this business. Could be about something that brings somebody. Somebody was cocky, made some cocky decisions, kind of was out for their own here. I feel like coming out of this pain and lies and things down here, like I said, I think the Cancer energy is here. I think we're choosing to get in the driver's seat, go forward, make amends, or try to make a cooperative effort, if you will. Woo! This one's going to take some deep reflection, y'all. This is probably my longest reading, and probably to me made the least sense, but watch, this will be the reading that I get actual likes on. But deep reflection, this is what it's going to take. Somebody went in too long, didn't see what was here, didn't see what they had, didn't see, I think there's an apology coming in. I think, or an offer, some sort of offer to celebrate, or to get together, or to make amends, or something here. I hope this helps somebody out there. I'm going to leave it there for now, without rambling on too much longer. Please like and subscribe, and this is entertainment purposes only. I hope you got something out of that. I'll see you later tonight. Bye.